All right. I'm just Munoz for Yakum MTG. With me, Geoff Hamasaki.
Hello.
Another round of Friday Night Magic. Ron's Coin and Collectibles. Round 2. This time we're looking at Tyler Billings on the left playing a Sultai Reanimator deck. Dave Taylor on the right playing Jeskai Tokens. And if you've watched any of these videos, you've actually seen both of these guys play quite a few times. So it'll be interesting to see this particular matchup because I think it's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. A couple different styles of decks. Both pretty popular too.
Yeah, Sultai Reanimator just took Star City Games Portland.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
All right, no action from either player the first couple turns. Dave drops a couple lands. Tyler with the first action with the Sylvan Curated.
Oh, no,
Dave misses his third land.
Which is real bad. I mean,
yeah,
that is like kind of the thing with Jeskai is if you need all three colors, you need good land drops, or you get pretty awkward draws.
Yeah, and Tyler's got a Sidisi now and hits with his zombie token.
Was that a Hornet Queen?
Yeah. All right, so Wild Slash is the token. That's never what you want to be doing.
You got to use your mana somehow.
Yeah,
it's not a good sign.
Yeah. All right, didn't hit the land, but did draw Anticipate. So looking to hit land here. He does find it.
Like a monastery.
Yeah, so it's going to come into play tapped.
Okay.
Passes the turn. I mean, I really feel like he's really far behind right now with that.
It's true, but Jeskai does have some explosive turns you can pull off.
Yeah, Mentors
Yeah, I mean, if you can drop a Ascendancy or something next turn, and then just start chaining together loots and untaps and stuff.
Yeah, there's a whip. Hits again with another CDC, so he gets another zombie token, and he played whip for the turn, and he's got the Hornet Queen in the graveyard. So there's a Monastery Mentor. But no fourth land, so again, Dave missing his land drops. Yep. And you notice Tyler's playing a Tamir land, the Frontier Bivouac.
Yep.
I think he splashes a Tarka, Dragonlord Tarka in here.
That's pretty sweet.
So it allows him to cast it, and of course, he can always whip it back with the Whip of Erebos.
Yeah, if you're whipping back a Tarka, I think that's... That's like game over.
Yeah. All right. So, add insult to injury. Tyler plays his Thoughtseize, and he can still whip something back. So we see Treasure Cruise, Valorous Stance, Stoke, Anticipate.
I think you got to take Anticipate here, right?
Yeah, Anticipate or Treasure Cruise. You don't want him drawing cards.
What's under? Is that 2 Treasure Cruises though?
Was it 2?
Looks like you put something under the treasure because I don't know if that was another one or if it was.
I think it was a Monastery Mentor, another Mentor. Okay. Takes the Stoke though. Don't think you need.
Save his Sidisi?
I guess so, but he's got another Sidisi in the yard. All right, fetches for another land. I'm betting he's going to whip something back. I mean, I don't know what he has in hand, but you've got that Hornet Queen just sitting there. It's like prime time to use it.
Yeah.
And what's gross now is with the whip, everything's got lifelink, so Tyler's just going to gain a ton of life here.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's completely over, but Dave's going to need some pretty good draws to get out of this.
Yeah, so in comes the whole team, triggers the Sidisi again, land, cut. So he doesn't get a zombie this time.
Okay.
But a ton of damage here.
He's got 4 Hornets left over. So the Hornet Queen's exiled. Okay.
Dave's at 9. Tyler's at 27.
Drew a land. Oh, it's just...
Yeah. It's just so far behind now.
Yeah, so I mean, he can anticipate, get a token, block, chump block the Sidisi.
The problem is those bees are going to kill you. I mean, he has no real way of stopping the 4 bees in the air. Tyler looking through his graveyard to see if he has anything to whip back. The only other creature he has is Sidisi, so he doesn't need to do that right now. He's got another whip in hand. Courser.
A couple lands.
I'm not sure what that last card was. It was a black card, maybe Soul of Innistrad. I don't know. There's a Courser. Let's take a look at the top card of his library. But the good thing about that is it's going to go into the bin and get him a zombie when he attacks here with the Sidisi. Alright, so Mojo attacks. Here comes the Sidisi. Here comes the 4 Bs and the zombie.
So Anticipate's got to be coming out here, I'm guessing.
Wayfinder, Cut, Thoughtseize. There's a Sidisi Vizier on the top of his library. Another zombie token is created from the Sidisi attack.
So you probably want to Anticipate before blocks, right?
Yeah. Alright, so he's going to Valorous Stance away the Courser.
Okay, so he's going to get 1 monk and grow the Mentor.
And he still has mana up to Anticipate as well if he still has that in hand. So you can make another monk. So block,
Anticipate. Okay, so both the creatures are going to get eaten, right?
He's going to eat both the creatures. He's going to lose one of his monks. He's going to gain
I don't think... It should be a 3/3 now, right?
No, because he created off the first spell and then pumped it on the second spell.
Right. So it's a 2/2.
Yeah. His mentor will live, but one of his monks that blocked will die. The problem is 4 comes through in the air.
Yeah.
And Tyler's up to 37 now. I'm not sure. I mean, is there anything main board that can wipe out 4 1/1 tokens? And Jeskai tokens? I don't think so, right? Like I don't think they main board Anger of the Gods. I think that's the only real out. There's no real flyers in the deck.
Pyrotechnics.
Call shenanigans if my opponent played Pyrotechnics against me before sideboarding.
It's a horrible outburst.
It's gonna get him 4 tokens.
Still, that's not even close enough.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I mean, maybe if you had no. The problem is Tyler's life total is so high, so even if he had an ascendancy to do some shenanigans,
yeah,
Tyler's just has way too much life. He drew a CDC Vizier, so he can get whatever he wants, or he can just whip back one of the 2 CDCs in his yard. So Tyler's got a ton of options here. All right.
David needs a couple Black Lotuses and
yeah,
a Time Walk,
Ancestral Recall.
Yeah, that might be able to
not the Treasure Cruise one, the actual one.
Yeah, either one I think is fine.
Yeah, if you've got the Black Lotuses, there is the Dragon Lord Atarka, so he is playing that.
Okay,
that goes to the bin. In comes the team. Gets another zombie.
So you get a 1 here.
Another zombie. I think he forgot to attack with one of his zombies.
Doesn't really matter, but
yeah. 4 comes through. Tyler's gonna go up to 44.
Jeez. And hostilities right here. It still doesn't do it because of the
yeah. He just has to whip back a Tarka next turn.
Yeah.
If that happens. Alright, so he's going to cruise, see what he can find. He's going to go looking for magical Christmas land here. 1, 2, 3. Scoop.
Yep.
Yeah, he misses land drops, just got too far behind. Tyler had the turn 3 Sidisi into the whip. And that's a pretty good draw from Tyler right away. So
yeah, I mean if you're playing the whip and you're not being pressured, then that's usually going to be a good sign for you if you're playing something.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Tyler's taking out. One card. Bringing in removal. Drowning Sorrows. Bob Light's Ultimate Prices. Do you like Ashiok against Jeskai tokens?
No. I think Ashiok's really good against like the green based creature decks where you can get kind of those mid level, rhinos and coursers and stuff like that.
Sure. All right, looks like Dave's taking out some wild slashes. Those don't really do anything.
I mean, the only creatures David plays is what Mentors and maybe Rabblemaster.
Yeah, I don't even know. God's Willing goes. Valorous Stance goes. Wild Slash. Tyler took out the bees. Looks like he took out the hornets. Looks like he's taking out Soul of Innistrad as well.
Don't mind that. He's kind of just getting rid of the grindy cards, going for earlier sweepers.
Yeah, Hero's Downfall, Thoughtseize. Hero's Downfall and Thoughtseize come out as well. You just don't want to be trading 1-for-1 against Jeskai tokens, because you'll just get too far behind. You want to buy Light and Drowning Sorrow and things like that.
Yeah, I mean Hornets are good, but it's if you're you can't cast a huge creature, then
sure,
it doesn't do anything. And Jeskai definitely has some draws where it can kill you pretty quick.
Yeah.
You can take 20, 25 damage out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, you could have things seemingly locked up. And if they have an Ascendancy on board and 2 or 3 creatures, things can get out of hand really, really quickly. And we've actually seen that from Dave's deck too as well. He'll be on the play here. Kept a 2-lander last time and just couldn't hit that 3rd land.
Right. I
mean, it was timely manner.
The two lands he had were nice because they give him all 3 colors, but you need 3 lands.
Yeah,
that's what you can do.
You don't even need very much more than 3 lands, but you definitely need 3.
Right. Yeah, I mean all the money cards are 3, right? Like all the creatures, the token makers, the Ascendancy.
Yeah.
You can anticipate or whatever, but anticipate is really good when you have the other combo pieces out,
right?
Or you can get extra value off of it. Just cycling it for some card selection is not that great in this deck,
right? But when you have Ascendancy out and you can pump everything and dig and add stuff to your graveyard, and it's awesome. Using it on turn 4 to find your 3rd land is not what you want to be doing. They'll be on the play again here. And Tyler just had a great hand and really good draws.
Yeah,
he was just able to pressure Dave so quickly that, if I feel like Dave could have had just a few more turns and the whip wasn't on board, he could have, clawed his way back.
Right, or even if David had a quicker start where he was able to play a couple tokens and then stoke the Sidisi, and then put pressure where Tyler didn't have time to play the whip right away.
Right. Yeah, I've seen Jeskai tokens beat whip with the whip out.
Sure.
Just because they didn't have time to start whipping stuff back. So yeah, it definitely can do it. All right, both players going to scry for the turn. Tyler doesn't like what he sees, puts it on the bottom. So Dave has got lands. I see he's got at least 3 lands this time.
It looks like Tyler has kind of a slower hand, or he's got a bunch of lands and like a caryatid.
So he's not going to be doing much.
Looks like it, yeah.
All right, so he's going to scry and keep it on top. Just thinking about it. Keeps it on top. Draws Murderous Cut. And there's the caryatid. He's running a basic land in there, right? All right, there it is. Passes the turn. David's draw for the turn was Treasure Cruise. I could see how he wanted to. That was a tough decision on whether you put that in the bottom or top. Because it's such a good card, but right now it does nothing.
Yeah, I think if he's got a couple more plays that he can do before, he gets to that point, then I think it's totally fine.
Sure. Dragon Fodder's the play.
Okay. First step of the combo.
It looks like Taylor's got action. I think he's got Sidisi and Whip in his hand as well. Thoughtseize is what he's looking at from the scry. And I think you want to bottom that. I think he's got Dragon Lord Atarka in his hand. That's not good.
That's a long ways from resolving. Like Thoughtseize yourself and then whip it back.
Yeah. All right. Thoughtseize goes to the bottom. Passes the turn. Stoke the Flames was the draw.
Which is good because he can take out the Sidisi before it can get out of control.
Yep. In for 2. And there's an Ascendancy. This is like the exact opposite of the last game.
Right. Now Tyler doesn't have time to play the whip right now because
the whip doesn't
do
really
anything.
Yeah.
And he's like there's a threat of him taking a big chunk of damage next turn.
Yeah, I don't think maybe he doesn't have the CDC. I think it was Dragon Lord Atarka that I was looking at.
Okay. Because whips. Oh man,
there's the whip. Yeah. And the whip does absolutely nothing here.
Right. So if David can play a land, anticipate into something else, it could be 8 damage maybe.
Yeah, it could be a ton. When he could stoke, untap the creatures from the Ascendancy, do some more shenanigans. And he can't even block right now because the Caryatid is tapped. So you could probably get in for a bunch. If you stoke,
I can definitely see him taking
4, 5, 6.
12 damage, maybe more this turn. So 2.
Alright, so there's the Anticipate.
Okay.
Triggers the Ascendancy, gets to draw a card. There's a Mentor. Probably throw that away. You don't really need a Mentor right now.
Right. So now he's got 4 power on the board.
Looks at a Mentor land and another Anticipates. Takes the Anticipate.
Okay.
These creatures are all 2/2s. Just attacks for 4.
I wonder if I would stoke him there too and just...
Yeah. I don't know what...
It's like another 6 damage, right?
Yeah, it's 4.
Take him to 8.
Plus 2 more. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't stoke. I don't know what he's leaving the 2. Is he leaving the 2? Does he have a Disdainful Stroke in his hand?
Sure. Because, now if you have the Anticipate, well, you don't want to do it end of turn because you're going to waste the pump and untap ability of it.
There's a Raise the Alarm.
Okay.
All right. I understand that. That makes
still though. Why wouldn't you do that on your turn during the combat or something? After. I don't know.
Yeah. So you missed out on 2 extra points of damage. I think maybe playing around. It plays around a Drowning Sorrow, I guess. All right. So now he's gonna stoke. Trigger the Ascendancy.
Okay. So he's got 8 power.
The loot from the Ascendancy.
I just want to ditch that last land.
Not sure what he drew. I know he's got a Treasure Cruise that he scried to the top earlier. Still in his hand.
Yep.
Anger of the Gods. That's what you've been. You don't need an Anger of the Gods.
Not right now. I mean, yeah. If he was facing down a CDC or something, CDC with tokens or something, yeah. But right now it's. It's you could theoretically get your guys out of range and then fire it off, but I don't think that's
a great move. That. All right, so he's going to trigger the Ascendancy again with the Treasure Cruise. Draws another Treasure Cruise.
So now his tokens are 3 3s.
All right, puts the land in there in the bin.
Attack.
Well, he didn't draw it from the treasure cruise.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
So he should have 3 more cards in hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's gonna matter because he's gonna get killed.
All right, so let's anticipate. He's gonna let's see if he draws off the anticipate. Puts it in the bin.
Okay.
All right, so there's a 3 off the anticipate. Gonna take, I think, a sustainable stroke or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. And this guy should be untapped also.
Yeah. Gonna kill one of them. And I guess block one of them. But he's still taking 2.
So taking 8, right?
Yeah, there's
10.
a secure
That's
the
10.
waste. Yeah. So Dave treasure cruised for 0.
Didn't even need
still,
it.
Still got the win. You don't see that often.
It's awesome.
At least he resolved the anticipate correctly.
Right.
Yeah, Tyler just did nothing there. That whip does, 0 when you have 0 cards in the bin, and you have a Sylvan carry added on board.
Well, I mean, he didn't even have. He was just dead. Like he didn't have anything on board. Getting attacked, and then taking a turn off to just play something that does nothing is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he had any other options, but he was in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah. So Tyler's good with his 60. Dave's taking a look to see if he wants to make any changes for game 3. Being on the draw.
So I think the angers are a little better now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else you would maybe take out, like a treasure cruise or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably, I think he runs 3 or 4. The problem is when you draw too many of them and you don't have enough in your graveyard to delve away.
Right. I mean, you don't want to see one in your opening hand. You want to draw one on like turn 4 or 5 or something.
Ascendancy does work. All right, so let's take a look at the opening 7 for each player. Tyler whip, carry added. Sidisi. Goes going to go down to 6. I didn't see Dave's hand, but it looks like he's happy with it. Mountain. I saw land, maybe an Anger of the Gods.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You need to hire somebody to stand behind him and keep track of their hands.
I know. All right, let's see what Tyler likes. His 6 better. There's his 2 Sidisis, 2 lands, a Reclamation Sage.
That's not good either.
Yeah, I think with the Scry lands, it's keepable though.
So it's like he saw land and kept it on top.
Yeah, sees the land, keeps on top. Dave with the Scry likes what he sees, leaves it there. Forest was the draw. Plays land and worse, passes the turn. So got 2 Sidisis. Is that an ultimate price in his hand?
Looks like it. The old one.
Yeah. Carry added the draw, so that's fine.
Yeah, not ideal, but it's not horrible.
I think that's an erase from Dave that he just drew.
Okay,
all
so
right.
this is going to be a Sage probably? Or
just to get rid of the Ascendancy right away. The problem, I mean, the thing is you don't need to get rid of it right away. It's not going to do anything. All right, land, and Plague. So no zombie for Tyler. Anticipate was the draw. There is the Anger of the God, so it's going to clear the board. It's going to trigger the Ascendancy. He's going to draw land.
Caryata should be dead here too, right?
Yeah, I don't know why the Caryata is hanging around. Call a judge on them.
Yeah.
All right, land and says go. It does have a Courser, another Sidisi.
Oh, he's using the Caryatid. They still don't realize it.
All right. Hits. Gets a zombie. It says go. I think you got to kill the... You got to get rid of the ascendancy as soon as he plays a creature. So I like playing the Sidisi instead of Reclamation Sage, even though it was an illegal play because
right. And I think if the Corsa died, Tyler's in pretty bad shape because he didn't have a fourth land.
All right, so there's the Hordeland Outburst. Going to trigger the Ascendancy. Draws and puts it into the graveyard. There's 3 tokens. Land for the turn. Passes the turn. All right. Frontier Bivouac, I think is what that's called, is the draw.
Frontier Bivouac, I think.
Bivouac?
Yeah.
All right, so you got to get rid of that Ascendancy now.
I think so.
So Reclamation Sage should probably be...
It's like he's got Drowning Star also. You can also just like attack and then...
Sure.
Clear the board.
The problem with attacking, though, I feel like, is Dave's still got 2 mana up.
Yeah, that's...
And you could lose your Sidisi.
Right, but if you're going to Drown and Star after that anyway, doesn't it?
I guess so. All right. In comes Sidisi. In comes Zombie. All right.
Oh. Stoke takes out the Sidisi. Triggers the Ascendancy and taps the Goblins. Now 2/2s. Draw for the turn. Mentor, and he puts that in the bin. Tyler doesn't really have an attack now. Yeah, now comes the Sage, I think. Yeah.
Takes out the Ascendancy. And then you can follow it up next turn with Drown in Sorrow. Not sure what Dave's thinking here.
Maybe he's got a 1 mana damage spell or something. He can get an extra loot off of. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I think he took out his Wild Slashes, though. Alright, Treasure Cruise was the draw. Pretty sweet draw when you have that much stuff in your graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find another Ascendancy here, I think he's in pretty good shape.
This time he does draw from the Treasure Cruise. That's good. 2 Mentors and a land was the draw. Okay. Man, it says for recall, such a good card.
Even sorcery, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here comes the Mentor.
Okay.
Does he have another spell?
Yeah, I don't know. If he can dodge the... If he can have the Mentor dodge the Drown, then they're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But what is this?
Dragon Fodder.
Okay, that's pretty bad now. Yeah. I mean...
Well, if he doesn't have another spell...
Yeah, this is just going to be a blowout.
Thought seizes the draw. So you can just take whatever his best card is now, too.
So you can Drown, Scry, and then Thoughtseize. It's possible he has a Stoke. You could, yeah. Thoughtseize before to make sure there's...
Yeah. All right, so there's the Thoughtseize.
He does have a Stoke.
Just going to put it to Tyler's face.
I think so. Oh, no.
All right,
that's
takes
fine
out
too, I think.
The zombie. We see an Erase and a Mentor, so it's pretty easy. You take the Mentor, right?
Unless you have a Whip.
He's got a Caryatid. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like taking the Erase there. I mean, it's a it's a 1-for-1 trade, but if you take the Mentor, that's an actual threat that can make lots more threats.
Right, but David can't Okay, well, see, that's kind of strange. I can see
All right.
taking the erase if you were going to try to bait out the second mentor.
I guess so.
Because
Oh, the other
now,
mentor actually lives because of the stoke.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you would have held on to the drown and then tried to get him to play the mentor next turn and then drown to start everything.
Oh yeah.
But now, yeah, if he plays the second mentor, attacks for 2 here.
Oh, there's an ascendancy.
Yeah, so now he's in a real bad spot.
All right, in for 3.
See, because if he could have played the drown here, it would have just been game over.
Yeah.
The whip does nothing.
Whip
doesn't have the mana for it.
Yeah, so you gotta play the Caryatid or the Corsair.
Jeez, and just hope you're not dead.
Yeah.
He draws I can anticipate. You can.
So what you're saying is from the thought seeds, he should, since he saw that he only had the mentor in hand, is hold the drown one more turn.
Right. I think if you take the erase, you don't play the drown because you can try to get him to play the mentor.
Play it. Yeah.
If you don't want to, if you're gonna drown that turn, then I think you want to take the mentor so he doesn't have a follow up creature.
Sure.
That you can't kill.
Sure. All right. So Dave with the draw. Oh, Treasure Cruise.
Well, that's a perfect draw.
Oh man.
So he's gonna get a monk. Pump all his guys, including the all of them will be pumped twice from the prowess.
So right now they're at 4, 3.
4, 3,
so
3.
He's got 2 3/3s and a 4/4. And he's drawing three fresh cards.
Yep, and Tyler's tapped out 1 blocker.
All right, there's a Flooded Strand.
If he can find a Stoke, I think Tyler's just dead.
Didn't see what the other draws were.
Okay, so right now it's going to be 10 damage coming through. You got to block, right?
Well, it could get worse.
The thing is, if you don't block, you're just dead. If he plays another spell. And he does.
All right, where's the alarm?
So untap. And if he didn't block, it's lethal, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing he blocked since he's not scooping his cards right now. But man. All right, so I blocked one of the.
Okay, so chump block token.
And Tyler goes down to 3. And he's got a Sidisi the Undead Vizier on top of his library. So that's game over.
Unless he's got another drown right here in his hand.
Nope. Man, power of Jeskai tokens, man.
Yep.
That's pretty gross. Yeah, I mean, he had it clean.
Very explosive.
Yeah.